Hello, everyone. I'm Estela Casas, creative brand strategist for the Viva Auto Group family of dealerships. Thanks for listening to the Viva Style podcast, where we have interesting conversations about the automotive industry that provides hundreds of jobs in the borderland. Let's talk Viva Style. Well, hello, everyone. It's April, and welcome to another edition of the Viva Style podcast. We're taking you outside today, and we're going to show you the EV6, the Kia EV9. That's brand new to Kia. And this is Manuel Padilla joining us, and he knows everything there is to know about this vehicle. So let's get started. First of all, the color is awesome. What color is this?
This is going to be our ivory silver. Okay, this is going to be the new 2024 EV9. This is going to be the light edition. Okay, so this is going to be
What do you mean about a light edition?
So there's different trim levels that go within electric vehicles, including the light, wind, GT line, and they all come in different packages as well. Okay. So some come with sunroof, some come without, things like that.
Okay, so this one is a light.
Yes, light long range. So long range meaning this one will give you 305 miles on a full charge. Okay, also this one is rear wheel drive, so you're going to be able to still do what you would normally do on a vehicle.
So I noticed the color is beautiful, but
yes,
these hubcaps are beautiful. These rims are pretty spectacular.
So these are actually high pressured foam mixed with steel alloy. So these actually aren't hubcaps. These are actually wheels, but they are made specifically for electric vehicles. So they're made to be very light. Okay, so one thing that they wanted to focus on was just to make sure that they reduce the most amount of weight possible to make sure we get the most amount of range possible.
Okay.
Right? So that's one of the biggest things, but they do look very, very stylish, especially with this new year coming up. I mean, just the vehicle itself just looks very, very nice.
So it looks very futuristic, right?
Yes.
So that's the point of an electric vehicle, to drive you into the future.
Exactly. So definitely, if you don't mind following me over to the front.
Yes.
Now we're going to about into the spaceship, right?
Yes. It does feel like a spaceship.
It does. With all the technology, if you can actually do me a favor, go ahead and push the brake for me. And this one's going to be a little bit different. This is a push to start, but this one's right here.
Oh, right here. Okay.
It's not your traditional push to start. This is a little bit different. So as you can see, everything is coming on, right?
Okay.
Very quiet, obviously, because it's an electric vehicle. But this one in itself will have, the difference between this one and every other vehicle is that this one actually comes with a third row, right?
Oh, yes.
So that's what definitely puts us apart, and it separates us from our competition.
Okay.
Right?
So let's we're going to come in here in just a little bit. So why don't you come in here on the other side?
Okay.
And show me how all of this works.
You got it.
At Viva Kia, we don't just sell vehicles.
We sell experiences. A lot happens when you get behind the wheel. It's where we have the tough conversations and make the tough decisions, because on the road we find the time and place to think. It's where we make happy announcements or just have fun. Live your best life with Viva. What's your Viva style? It's what you want it to be. Press on the brake and turn on the car right here, which is different from other vehicles.
Yes. Traditionally, they'll have them on the actual dashboard.
Over here.
This one's going to have its own gear knob, gear shifted.
Okay.
Right.
So I know that when it says ready, that means that it's on, but if you don't look here, you can't tell because it's so quiet.
Very quiet.
Okay. So tell me about this.
But this one in particular is going to have the full wide view. Okay. Everything is going to be a touchscreen. There's also going to be touchscreens here as well, but it's going to be very hidden within the compartment, just again to give it that sleek look. Okay, so this one does have different profiles. Okay, you'll have profile 1 and profile 2. That's where you'll start there. Okay, so I'm actually going to go home, and right here, these are your profiles here. You'll change the user. Okay, and this is, you can have up to 2 different drivers. Okay, and it'll set up to their specific likings. It'll connect to their phone specifically. It'll connect to their preferences and radio, and it'll also connect to their believe it or not, their seat.
Yes, I did notice that. So that's fantastic. So this one shows right now that it has 222 miles to go till we need to charge it again.
Yes, this is at 72%.
Okay.
So at 72%, you will get 222. On a full charge, you'll get 305, roughly.
Okay, so let's park it here for just a sec. And then you just press here.
Push, and that's it.
And it's park.
And that's on park.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the other cool thing about the profiles is the fact that this car actually comes with what's called a digital key. So you'll get 2 keys. Okay, they do come with 2 keys. This one in particular will have the unlock and lock, the actual power lift gate, but it'll also have the remote start and it'll also have the opening for the frunk. That's just on this one key.
Oh, we're going to have to talk about that frunk, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Okay, okay.
Now, secondly, you will get another key, but the most important one is the one on your phone. Okay, with our Kia Access app, you can actually access a bunch of features that the vehicle has to offer. Okay, including the remote start with customizable air conditioning.
So do I have to have an Apple phone or can I have an Android?
You just have to have a phone.
Just a phone. What if somebody has a flip phone?
A flip phone? Yeah, you're right. Okay, so it does have to have the Play Store or the Apple Store available, but it does connect to both, either one. It's called Kia Access. You'll download it. It does come with a subscription for the first year. After that, it is on a subscription basis, depending on your liking.
Okay.
Kia will actually customize a specific package for you.
So what happens to a lot of people who want to drive an electric vehicle but aren't very computer savvy or not very comfortable with the phone, with the future, really?
So this one, they made it very, very, very simple. One of the biggest things that I love to say about Kia is that yes, they're an electric vehicle, but it still feels like a vehicle. It doesn't feel like an electric car, the traditional electric car. So you'll still have your ACs like normal. You'll still have your full screens. You'll still have everything available to you. So it's still going to feel like a car. You know what I mean? It's going to have all the buttons like you would. So like even somebody that's not tech savvy can still be able to manage the vehicle. So like if you wanted to do the radio, you'll push your media, right?
Okay.
If you wanted to see stuff like that, you will be able to do so.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and assign the driver. Once it says hello.
Hello.
And there we go. So
Language,
now,
English, Spanish, French?
yes.
Okay.
And then, of course, you'll set up your name.
Do I have to put my name in there?
You don't have to right now,
Okay.
but you do when you set up your first car.
Okay.
Okay. Of course, you'll set up a password. This is the difference between all electric vehicles. This one now comes with a password and a fingerprint. Okay. And
So it can't be stolen.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
It's very, very, very attended to the driver itself. This is
Okay.
actually the fingerprint right here. You'll have, this is where you'll
We're gonna
put
have to
your
do
digital
that.
key.
We're gonna have to do that a close up in just a little bit. But okay, so this vehicle, people, you need your fingerprint to start this vehicle. That's pretty impressive. So we just it's a thumbprint,
whichever
or just whichever
finger you want.
Okay.
But it has to have the certain key. So the key will set up to you, right? Once you have this key, it'll ask you for your fingerprint or password. So let's say you lend it to somebody, you're gonna have to give them your password in order for them to turn on the car, because they will not start without it.
Okay, so this is theft proof,
Yes.
thief proof.
Very protected, very, very well. Yes. So
Okay.
along with this one, you do have the integrated navigation. One of the best things about this navigation is that it's not an SD card no more. A lot of navigations do come with SD cards. This one's actually running off satellite. So this one will automatically do its updates on its own, just like your phone would, right?
Okay.
So it's definitely big jump, so you don't have to worry about doing all of that. So again, going back to the technology part, you don't have to go and buy a purchase in USD, take it to the dealership, waste money there, so it's all of that. So this one will definitely have all that.
So tell me a little bit about, so we know a little bit about home and map and search and media and, all these features to set up your vehicle. What is this here? This looks a little different than I'm used to.
So this is your charging station. That's basically what it is.
Okay.
And I don't mean for the car, I mean for you yourself.
Right, the phone.
So you're going to have basically all the amenities of a regular car would. So you'll have the USB-Cs, right? And that's going to be, again, for most phones now have switched over to USB-C because it's a faster charge. Okay, so you'll have those two available. But this one is also for the wireless charger here.
Oh,
Okay.
one there too.
So the
Okay.
wireless charger here, this light will turn yellow, letting you know that it's charging right now.
Okay.
Okay, just like so.
Gosh, all
and then
these
of course
features.
you push open and you have your regular standard outlet.
So, have maybe your customer said this is a little intimidating, because it can be a little intimidating.
We have gotten that. One of the biggest things that I always tell my customers is just to remember, you're getting into a vehicle. You're not getting into an electric car. At the end of the day, the only difference that you're going to do is from putting gas to charging your car.
Okay.
It's the same thing overall.
What is this here?
So this up here, this is going to be for your lighting, interior lighting, but it's also going to be your microphones here. So these two are going to be your microphones. So when you're on the phone, even if the passenger's here, sometimes you want to talk, and you have to kind of reach over. Not no more. You have your
That's
own
right here.
Okay. This one here is your Kia Connect. Okay. This one does come with 5 years, 60,000 miles roadside assistance. So if you ever need to get your tire you have a blowout. Hopefully it never happens, but if you have a blowout, the vehicle, you'll push that there. Roadside assistance will go to you. If your car ever runs out of charge, roadside assistance.
Wow. So let's say, so this is my microphone for my phone.
Yes.
What if I want to karaoke?
Well, I don't know about karaoke, but we can sing if you want to. Now, the big red button there is obviously red for a reason. That's for emergencies only. You push that one, and then, of course, they'll come out to you. It is satellite-based, so they'll send wherever you are. You push that button, they'll contact you first through the radio system.
Okay.
If you don't answer, they'll send automatically whatever they need, whether it be ambulances, police officers, whatever the case may be.
So let's say this stops for whatever reason. You call this, and can they fix it from, headquarters or from wherever they get the call?
So depending on what it is, most of the time it's going to be a no, but you do
Okay.
have the towing service available for you.
Okay.
They will tow you up to 50 miles, so any which way you need to go.
Okay.
So the closest shop. But again, it's very rare that that's happened,
That will
especially
happen.
on a very electric vehicle, but it's nice to know that it's there.
Safety first.
Exactly.
Okay, let's go take a look at the frunk. Is that how you say it?
Yes, frunk.
Okay, frunk.
At Viva Kia, we don't just sell vehicles,
We sell experiences. A lot happens when you get behind the wheel. It's where we have the tough conversations and make the tough decisions, because on the road we find the time and place to think. It's where we make happy announcements or just have fun. Live your best life with Viva. What's your Viva style? It's what you want it to be.
So this one, go ahead and push that button right there for me where it says hold.
Hold.
It'll go ahead and unlock for you, and you
And
have
then
full
you have
access.
to, okay, you have
It's-
to,
yes.
okay.
This one is manually up, but it is unlocked at least.
So this is a feature that a lot of the other vehicles don't have.
Traditional electric vehicles will have the frunk.
Okay.
The newer vehicles that are coming out today, the newer models, will not have it. So this one does separate us again from our competition.
Yeah.
If they do have one, it's very minimal. This one is very deep. So that's one of the biggest things on this one in particular. So you can actually put your roadside assistance or like your
Like a first aid kit or
Exactly.
something.
There you go.
Well, you can even put a little suitcase in there. The gym clothes can go in here
Exactly.
too.
All of that. And of course, what I love what Kia did is that they completely separated the vehicle from the customer themselves.
So why should I buy this vehicle?
This one in particular is going to be the key to the future, right? So the future, I mean, it's inevitable, it's coming. We just have to start going with it. This is going to be the start of it. If you have a family, this is definitely going to be the one. Like I said, it does have that third row option, okay? The gas that we normally use, that's starting to slowly go away. So the electric side of it is what's now coming into play. The reason to buy this one in particular, I guess for me personally, is just because I have a family. I actually have my little one coming in already, so I need the space. So I've always wanted to go electric, just to be green, right? I have solar panels at my home, so I actually wouldn't even pay for anything at that point for charging or for gas. So for I pretty much get a car and be able to use it for free almost at that point.
So we all want to reduce our carbon footprint, right?
Exactly.
We want to make a difference, and for our children and for
Exactly.
our grandchildren. So this is a way to accomplish that.
Exactly. And of course, I mean, it's going to last you forever. Kias are meant to last forever, and that's why they put that warranty behind it. We have the best warranty on the market, and that's one thing that I will say is that it's very hard to compete with the warranty like Kia has. We have a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, and that's going to be for the battery and the motors, that the transfer case and all of that the vehicle has under this beautiful frunk. All of that will be covered for 10 years, 100,000 miles. This one also comes with a limited 5 years, 60,000 miles. Basically like a bumper to bumper, okay? But it's limited just because there's certain aspects that won't be covered, okay? Some of those including like your radio, right? That'll be 3 years, 36,000 miles.
So why should I shop from Viva?
Why from Viva? I mean, besides me, right? No, but Viva themselves, I mean, one thing that I will say is we are very customer oriented, right? So we will make sure that we tend every little aspect to your liking, right? So we want to make sure that we find the right car, because that's very important. Because if you don't like the car, you're not going to like paying for it at the end of the day. Right? Another thing is customer service at the end of the day, right? Yes, we're going to deal with you at that moment, but you're going to have not only a salesman for life, but a friend for life. Right, so you're always gonna see us around. We're always gonna be calling you, hey, how's it going? We'll see you on your birthday. We're gonna be calling you on your birthday. So we're not just going to be there, but we're going to be there for the way, for the trip.
So they joined the Viva family.
Yes.
Y también se habla español.
Sí, cómo no.
Claro que sí. También hablamos español en Viva. So this is fantastic. I hope you all enjoyed our little podcast and got you an inside look at the EV9 from Viva Kia. So come shop at Viva and look for Manuel Padilla and anybody else at Viva Kia located on Montana near Bassett. Don't pass it.
That's right.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thank you.
We'd like to hear what you think about today's conversation. Go to the Viva Auto Group Facebook page and like us. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car or truck, we invite you to choose a Viva vehicle.